In this series, I'm going to be interviewing the greats of VAIL. This is going to include content creators, streamers, competitive players, and developers. We are going to dig deep into how they even got into VAIL.
Wow, that's really a good question for a start.
And to maybe stuff that will be coming into the game soon.
The old one is not coming back.
Let's see what these VAIL greats have to say and what their answers will be to my questions. Enjoy the series. In this video, I interviewed PeakVR. She is a VAIL content creator, and we are going to learn about how she makes her content and how much she enjoys it. We are also going to get her opinion of VAIL as a game and stuff that is inside of it. Watch the whole video to see what her answers will be, and let's get on with it. Enjoy the video. Peak, you are a VAIL content creator, so I am going to ask some questions about that, but first I want to know, what got you into the amazing game of VAIL?
So after I got into Grow Tag content, I started with like Hyperdash, and I kind of progressed, and I found out that my genre, because right when you get into VR, everybody starts in popular games like Gorilla Tag and Beat Saber, but you have to actually take time to find your genre. And my genre was like shooter games, so I got into Hyperdash when my friend was showing me Hyperdash. Like my Gorilla Tag friend was showing me Hyperdash, and then I was like, this is super cool. And then I started with like AIM-XR and doing all that, and then I was like, shoot, look at this game, VAIL. I started VAIL. I fell in love with the OG Citadel. It was just so amazing. And then I literally was, for 3 months maybe, I got just playing the Citadel over and over and over. And then the reason that I got VAIL Combat was literally because I thought that was the only way to do multiplayer with like your friends, like partying up.
Right. Well, since you brought up the Citadel, the new update, we have finally got the old map back. Are you happy about that? Did you prefer the old map? What's your opinion on it?
I did prefer the classic map just because like it was so much funner and it had a lot of more life to it per se.
Definitely.
Like the new one, it had some greenery, but it just felt like pretty empty and too open.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, about the whole game as a full, what do you think about VAIL at its current state right now?
Current state? Since that huge update a couple days ago, I feel as if, oh my god, why is my voice breaking? I feel as if like that big update brings bugs and all that, but even with all the bugs in VAIL, it hasn't become unplayable. Like it's been super easy to see through it, just because they're like small, especially, I mean, I guess just in the spaces that I'm playing in, and I feel like VAIL is progressing a lot. A lot of people were talking about how Extraction was getting all the attention, but I feel like with this update, all they added to Extraction this update was the 3 parts to the map. That's about it. So I feel like the VAIL is growing a lot, not just in the Extraction space, but in all the spaces. And if we're talking about like the Citadel leaks, I feel like those look really, really cool, and I'm super excited because everyone's always making fun of Citadel kids, and I do too. But I am one. It's genuinely such a fun space. And except when there's screaming Timmys running around.
Exactly. But you'll get that everywhere. Well, you are quite an experienced player. You're very good at the game. What tips will you have for new players that are just joining the game and don't even know how to use the guns?
Unless they're like, because I've seen players who are literally like not even level 50 in the first like default prestige, and they want to get into comp. So if they want to get into comp, I recommend joining a lot of like, especially Discord. Like I know Discord is such a horrible space in some sense, but it's also really helpful if you're getting into the comp space. Like I put them in like integrity scrims. I get them on an integrity team because they're just like building the foundation for new players, like on one of their VML teams, and that really, really helps them grow. Especially right when I started, about maybe 6-ish months after I started, I joined the Syndicate. Shout out Syndicate.
Yes.
And after that actually helped me grow a lot as a VAIL player, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to stay the same skill and it's going to be bad. But no, you learn off your teammates. But I can't really give too much on the skill space because I myself already recognize I'm not the most skilled player. But I would say have fun, because a lot of people are sitting staring at their stats and they're like, I need to get this up, I need to get this up, or everyone's gonna think I'm such a noob. But I don't really care about that stuff anymore. Like, you can literally check my KD is 9.99 now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people talk to me about it, and I was just like, I'm playing the game. Like, I feel like these numbers don't really matter. It's the same with YouTube. Like, the numbers don't matter. It's just as long as you're having fun. Like, that's why I even started.
Exactly. Yeah, you're actually the second person. Live Lancer also said to have fun, focus on the game, and experience. You'll get better at the game.
Exactly.
Well, since you are a competitive player, do you ever experience nerves before games? And if so, how do you manage that?
Oh, I have not played a competitive. I have not been on a competitive team since December, but before games, I would, because I was like co-captain. I was trying to have our entire team practicing. So, like, a lot of people would just send their team to go practice in pubs for the first 15 minutes. But I would try to, like, bring them into a custom. Now, this didn't happen too often, but, like, mentally I was trying to have it happen more, like, recognize it, is hopping into a custom match with your team or whoever's playing with you for the scrim and practicing not only, like, strategies, because that's what lost us a lot of games. Other teams, sorry, I have horrible stick drift. A lot of teams had really bad, like, a lot of teams had really good strats, and we didn't have any. We, like, were just go in there, play, and sometimes we'd win, and a lot of times we'd lose. So I feel like a lot of people lack there. They're like, yeah, we have made strats, let's use them, and then nobody practices them. Because it's really hard. Yeah, I don't think anybody realizes how hard it is to go from an idea to action, especially when you have, like, such a build idea. That's what happened with my short film. Like, I announced my short film like 4 months ago, and I just filmed it. So that's especially what I'm thinking is in the comm space right before games. I did have, like, some nerves that we were gonna lose, because sometimes I'd be, like, super cocky when I saw like a Breachers team that just started VAIL, and I was such a Breachers hater. I don't know why, because they're just such a toxic community, but you know, I would just say silence is key. You don't want to be known as that toxic team or that toxic player, because that reflects your entire team. So I just say, if you can't handle it, deafen and mute and just show it on the field.
Nice. Nice. Okay, well, now we're going to ask some questions about your content creating. So you have 400 subscribers. You overtook me recently, which I'm a bit annoyed about, but that's all good. So what do you use to edit your thumbnails? Because your thumbnails, they have been really good recently. I love how you're, like, in the corner of them. So good. How do you make them?
I actually am looking right now for somebody to make my thumbnails, because I hate mine so much.
Okay.
Because, so to make my thumbnails, usually what I do, though, is it really depends on the videos, because if you look at my videos thumbnails, they're literally different every thumbnail, but I'm going to give you, like, my basics. First, get a photo of the, get a photo of a VAIL map, and blur it in the background. Now, where I get my pictures from is I want to give credit, or no, it's Lord McJigglebot. I don't know, in the Discord server, they have something called, like, the Beauty of VAIL gallery, and they took such, like, beautiful pictures of VAIL maps in, like, a PCVR Spectator. I'd recommend using those to anybody, and then don't forget to give credit, guys. And then blur it in the background, and then you something I've seen a lot of people start doing recently is taking the VAIL's, like, moon-shaped logo and putting it in the back, or, like, just putting the VAIL words in the back. And then I've seen you gotta add kind of emphasis to your character. That's why when I say blur the background, you have to blur, because if you just add the background and the character,
it'll be too
nothing
much.
really pops to the viewer. And I keep the words to a minimum. Like, I wouldn't put your entire title inside of your, unless your title is, like, really short. I wouldn't put it in your thumbnail. And then those pictures you saw, like, in the corners, I had my friend, I literally just took some with my other friend, but my friend Astro and VRMR, they were, like, taking pictures of me, and because they have PCs, so they were, like, taking pictures of me just on random poses, you know?
Nice. Well, as good as the thumbnails, also has to be the actual editing of the video, which I've also noticed. Your editing is getting very, very good. So I want to know, what do you use to edit your videos?
I use CapCut on an iPhone.
Okay.
It's so bad, but like it's getting. I feel like you just gotta get to a point where you're, especially when using CapCut, you can't use like the super elaborate like transitions. But I would say just keep it to a minimum, but don't make it look choppy. Like, choppiness isn't horrible. I feel like if you just pretend like you're doing a shop rotation video. If there's a large portion where you're moving from, like, say that part to the shop all the way over here, then splitting. Like, when I talk about editing, splitting is probably the most important part. Splitting, if you guys don't know, is basically when you have like a long video and you can just split it in half, and then you can delete parts and add parts. And I feel like that's especially what I did in my short film. Whenever we'd have long scenes of people like running across, I would cut 2 pieces in the middle and then delete it, so it just looked like that. That's especially what they do in movies. You guys watch movies, and they just they do a whole bunch of cuts. That's basically what you really, really, really want to focus on, because you don't want your viewer watching a super long.
Anyway, you were saying about you don't want your viewers watching a very long video.
Like, my long forms now, from all the splitting, they look really good. I'm just like kind of weirded out because my long forms barely reach over 3 minutes, because your long forms, because there's some videos I want to be long form, but they're under 3 minutes, so it doesn't let you. So sometimes I just add like really long subscribe in the back end. But my long forms have not been very long.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, what has been your most favorite video to film? What are like some really nice memories that you have from YouTube?
Wait. Loki, give me a second. Like, does it have to be a short or long form?
It could be whatever. Your favorite video that you filmed.
One of them I definitely think was fun to film. It's gotta be like my snake interview. That was fun to see perspectives, because like I knew a lot about them, and from being in their server line, just looking through that, and just them saying to everybody, to all the people that were kind of like hating on them, and all the people that were kind of like didn't know, because I talked to a lot of people who actually did not know much about them, and they were kind of just going off around whispers, and even around a lot of people, around everybody. It's so good to have everybody see the full perspective and not just live off whispers.
Definitely.
I do like my caps opening videos. Those are a lot of work to mine, and I'm so lazy. I also liked my I don't think many of you guys saw this one, but my Bird Things video. It was a game that I was playtesting. Bird Things actually commented and subscribed, so I feel like
that's sick.
Exactly. Those are one of my fun ones to film, and I do really like my one. This is actually an old one. So I'm looking through my videos right now. This is an old one, and you guys probably haven't seen this, but it was a Gorilla Tag video where I tested out VR accessories from Shein. It's like Timo.
I've seen that. I've seen the front cover of that.
Funny to film. I love that. And then I remember because my what was that one accessory, like the grip things that I would put on my controllers? I threw out my old ones, and then the new ones didn't work.
No.
So because it covered my tracking, and I was like, oh my god.
No. Sick. Well, I think to wrap up the interview, my last question is, I've done this for all the other interviews, who do you prefer, Lightbulb or Carl?
Lightbulb or Carl?
Yes.
Where did Lightbulb go? He's not here. I think I'm gonna have to go Lightbulb. He's just so cute.
Okay.
Love him.
Yes, I agree.
Lightbulb is super cool.
Yeah, I think he's a lot cuter as well. I know Carl is alive, but I just think he's a teddy bear. He's so cute.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. Sorry.
So good?
One more video series that I really, really liked was my painting whatever my comments told me on that keyboard. It just doesn't get that many views, but I'm just trying. I'm just making them.
Yeah, you chose my comment. You do. It was Lightbulb, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask Carl Lightbulb.
Yes. Oh yeah, nice. Well, thank you so much for doing the interview with me.
Yo!